Describe an interesting discussion you had about money and how to spend it. Please say when you had the discussion, with whom you had the discussion, why you discussed this topic, and explain what the results of the discussion were. Amanjot, you can start speaking on the cue card.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I think a conversation is a handy tool for finding out information related to any topic. Even though I have had a lot of conversations with different people in my life, today I take this opportunity to talk about one such engrossing and productive conversation which I had related to money with my classmates. Actually, it was the time when I was in 11th standard. During those days, our class teachers gave us responsibility to give a farewell party to our seniors. Initially, we all classmates down in the dumps because we hadn't had this kind of experience before. The topic of the discussion start between our classmates was that as we all know, it was a part of ceremony to give gifts to our seniors as a part of memory in the farewell party. So some of my classmates suggested that to spend the money which we collected from our classmates to give gifts. Some of my classmates suggested that we had to give some pictures or sceneries and water bottles or lunch boxes to our seniors as a gift. But I suggested that as a students, these things were not essential to our classmates, and we had to give gifts, some books to our seniors. Or I also suggested that we had to give some books related to technology which may cover the content of artificial intelligence. And I also suggested that to give some mathematics or any study material to give gifts as a part of memory. But some of my classmates didn't agree on my with my view. We after discussion we decided discussed the after discussed we decided to we decided to go for our seniors, or as well as I also decided to give that topic of discussion to my principal. Then on the recommendation of my principal suggested that it is good to give books to their seniors as a part of memory. So this was the time when I had an important discussion with my classmates related to the gifts.
Amanjot, could you please tell me the three exact forms of spend?
I think spend, yes sir, SPEND spend, फिर sir SPENTT आता है, मतलब spend,
yes,
spend,
then why you used spend again in past tense? You should have to say spend, T in louder.
Okay,
take a pause. I already suggested you that you need to take a pause because you are not a native speaker, so it will not allow you to clear your fluency and to understand the module, what he or she is exactly want from us. So it's better to take a pause whenever you are speaking T. Okay, T and D.
Okay.
To clear the meaning to the other person. Rest of the things were okay. You could say once or twice in overall this cue card money. Okay? No need to tell them in each and every sentence or every third or twice sentence that you are talking about money. You had planned an event, which is a good idea. Okay, you can talk about an event which you have organized in your university that is called or that is named a farewell party. This is a kind of good gesture in my culture. Okay, so I discussed earlier with not only with my friends and classmates only, but also with my professors and dean of faculty or vice chancellor. I asked them, we have these three options, and they took one, or they picked that one.
Okay, sir.
Something like that. Add some chunks and some good phrases in it to get good band scores. Overall, it was a good effort.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Brenda, where are you from?
Okay.
Just tell me where you from.
I'm from Zimbabwe.
Yes, I was thinking about it. Okay, Brenda, you need to work on the line of your story, because you took more than 40 seconds. Okay, you can say you consumed 40 seconds on introductory part, okay, which is not good. Like in which you are repeating the same words. Money, 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 again and again. Okay? Try to use once or twice in whole cue card. Don't do the same mistake. Okay? You need to work on it. Listen to the other speakers. You can listen to them on YouTube as well. Watch videos. You would get an idea how to speak, how to tackle part 2. Okay? Thank you very much.
Okay, so we have our next speaker. She too is a new member. Fatima, are you ready for speaking?
Yes, ma'am, I am ready.
Okay, so you can start speaking on the cue card.
Okay. As you know, we are living in that type of society where there is important to discuss something related to money, because if someone, our students are working, that is more important. You know about how to spend your money in a better way. So that's why I am a student, and I had discussion about money. Last year, my father was passed out, so that's why they gave some money for me for my marriage. And after that, I think that this is a good chance to spend that money on my education, and that's why I had a discussion with my cousin. So my cousin tell me that the marriage is more important thing, so that's why you have to spend your money on your marriage rather than you spend that money on education. But I discuss has that is more important thing to spend your money on your education, because when you are spend your effort or your money on good things to be your version in a good way for your future, for your education, and even for your earning hand. So this is a good thing to spend your money on your education rather than you spend that money on marriage. So that's why he suggests me to spend on wedding, but I think this is good to spend on my education. So that's why I had a discussion, and
okay,
after
Fatma, you need to work on several things. Okay, number one, you don't have vocabulary, you don't have tenses. Okay, you are not familiar with past tense. Try to work on it. Okay, try to listen and analyze the things. You are repeating only two sentences again and again and again and again. Your story is not going above than these two. One was that money given to you by your father for your wedding or your marriage, you would love to spend that money on your education, but your cousin told you that better to save that money and got married. Then again you started your first sentence and end up like that. Okay, this is not this is not the way to tackle the cue card. Give an introductory part. Okay, like I am a talkative person. I love to talk while traveling, okay, while cooking or while sitting in the classroom. So here I would like to talk about a conversation which took place 2 years ago with my cousin. Actually, I was feeling depressed because my father passed away that same year. The conversation, the money which he assigned to me or which he gave me, before his death, like that. You can continue. Work on it. Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
This was about 7 years ago when I think I had hit two birds with the same stone. I had gotten employed with the Ministry of Health as a registered nurse, and I had also gotten married to the apple of my eye, who is my spouse now. It is with him that I had this discussion, It was about financial stability. He's a renowned financial advisor in one of the top performing companies in Kenya, and so he has a wide scope of knowledge in terms of finances. We had this discussion because we were trying to forecast into the future on how we would ensure our economic stability, support our families, and build our future home. So it is during this discussion that an idea came up. He advised me to take a loan and build rental houses. This has happened over a long time. I think it has been 4 years now, and it has not been an easy job. So it was a really brilliant idea. It was full of hurdles and ups and downs. The main reason why we discussed this idea is because we wanted to ensure our own stability and ensure we are able to deal with the unexpected life occurrences, for example, job loss or loss of a loved one. With this fund, I was able to do an exemplary job. I've built rental houses, of which I get a monthly income. This has enabled me to supplement financial budget and to save for a rainy day. I'm also able to save for my family for a holiday. This is to kill the boredom and to break the monotony from work. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Priscilla.
Impressive, Priscilla, but the thing is that you also already made 2 mistakes related to the past tense. Okay? You are required to speak all this cue card in past tense. You could only be used one or twice present tense where you were talking about your husband because he is still present with you. Okay? Am I right?
Yes, you're right. Yes.
So that phrase you use perfectly and precisely, but the thing was that in very next sentence you already used the same tense like has. Okay? It had.
Okay.
Yes. So focus on it. Okay. The way how you could explain the cue card.
Yes.
Okay. During the exam when they give you the cue card, okay, first you have to see it clearly and try to read it. Okay. While reading, highlight one keyword. Okay, in this cue card, which one is a keyword? Money, and second one is discussion. Interesting discussion related to the money. So where you spent your money, or how you managed that money, or why you were talking about money. You could say in your classroom it was topic related to economics matters, or in finance class you had discussed these things. Okay, pick these sort of ideas, these sort of stuff. Or at home, if you are a housewife, you can consider it like your husband gave you that money to buy household chores, and you did that thing, these things with that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You need to develop a reading habit in your daily life. Read at least one page of English newspaper or listen to the English news channels. You will improve a lot. If you are really love to watch movies, then watch movies on Netflix, Amazon, or wherever you are. You will learn new words. And try to make your own diary of these words.